they always say time changes things, but actually, you have to change them yourselves. Andy Warhol is the man behind this quote. Most everyone has heard that air pollution is a problem. The only problem is that most people believe someone else is going to do something about it. But really, the hard truth is that you actually have to be the one to start a movement to change something. Air pollution endangers everyone. So I guess what I'm saying is that every time you do something to harm our atmosphere, you are not only hurting yourself, but everyone around you. Researching multiple solutions to this problem has made me give respect to both sides, but I have changed my opinion on how the world will be saved. History shows that small groups of people have almost always changed the world. With small yet sturdy steps, we can alter the world's air pollution problem by using less energy, producing less waste, and creating more efficient ways of transportation. After my speech, you will learn how to become more environmentally friendly. First, I will talk about how transportation needs to become more efficient. Then, how we can use less energy to run our lives. And finally, how to reduce waste. The way we get from place to place has been improved immensely in recent years, but we still have a lot to improve on. If we have any dream of reversing the global warming effects, we must have much more efficient ways of transportation. The electric car has been thought to have a shot of changing the world, but realistically, it's not possible. They are too expensive for most people to even consider. Hybrid cars have become much more popular in today's society, and this has already started helping. They are reasonably priced and can make up for it in the gas that it will save you. Hybrids are a smart option overall, and they have started a very healthy challenge between car manufacturers to become the most fuel-efficient manufacturer. These cars are helping, but the people who can't afford them, we must think of different ways through mass transportation. If we were to build a better transit system in cities, it would not only reduce the time it takes to get to work, but also the amount of vehicles on the road. For people who live further out, either carpooling or high-speed trains are not unrealistic. You should find somebody who has a high mile per gallon car and split the gas money. It can pay off in many ways. These are keys to try to represent new transportation ways, new cars, better gas mileage. The healthiest and most efficient way to get somewhere is, and always has been, by bike. Not only does it give off no emissions, but it also burns many calories, which can help solve other problems in the world, which I will not go into today. The amount of vehicles that pollute our air every day needs to be stopped, and one change in how you get somewhere will create a chain reaction and convince others of greener ways to travel. Transportation is not the only reason our atmosphere has become as polluted as it is. The amount of energy everybody uses on a day-to-day basis has gotten out of hand. Not all energy comes naturally. We have to create this energy, and while creating it, we release a lot of emissions into the atmosphere. Using less energy means that fewer emissions go into the air, and that's what it's all about. Most of the energy used comes from households just like yours and mine. Air conditioning and heating are some of the biggest uses of energy. Some ways to help keep this to a minimum: you can keep your house well insulated, adjust your thermostat, or use a natural heater, like a fire or pellet stove. An even bigger and more valuable resource that consumes energy is our water. Heating water uses a lot of valuable energy. Some ways to save it is by using a cold water laundry machine and dry it. Take shorter showers and keep from using baths. Not only does water take up a lot of energy, too, it can also an alternative way to saving energy is using the sun's power and buying solar panels that can potentially power your whole home. These may seem like small steps and that they can't really make a difference in the environment, but if you do it, you never know what could follow and how far that could go. Energy is a very valuable resource, and finding new ways to prevent it are crucial to our survival. And the amount of water we create also uses a lot of energy. Landfills fill up very quickly these days, and there is no reason with the amount of technology we have in recycling. Along with our water taking up energy, it also fills up our landfills. About 90% of the water bottles used today aren't even recycled, and they are going to take thousands of years to decompose. Why not use a reusable water bottle? The standards for tap water are higher than those for water bottles, so it can also be healthier to use tap water. This goes the same for coffee. There's no use to use plastic cups every day. You can always use a reusable coffee mug. Also, if you're into gardening, you should use old coffee grinds instead of fertilizers. Paper is obviously a big product that needs to be recycled more. Almost anything can be sent through email these days. So if you can change to go paperless, that always is a better alternative. Anything you recycle will help. When you see something that is in the store that says it was made from 90% recycled material, you know that you might have helped the world by purchasing that product. If we are going to start this change, we must change it on our own. In conclusion, the small, sturdy steps that we can take every day are the ones that are going to alter the world's air pollution problems. As Margaret Mead once said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful